Hey, people, welcome. It's probably no secret to most of you that I really enjoy studying animals, both extinct and extant, but mostly extinct. I'm basically a self-proclaimed armchair paleontologist. I've never actually gotten a degree, nor do I have any experience in the field, but boy howdy do I find this stuff fascinating. I like reading about how animals are related to each other, how species changed over time, and all the weird body plans that they had back in the day. Like, look at this thing. This may look like a gorilla, but it's actually more closely related to horses than to primates. And then we have these friendly boys, which may look like deformed elephants, even though they don't belong to that family. I like to show these to people as a litmus test to see how well we'd get along, and so far, it's been pretty accurate. I won't elaborate any further. But anyway, I've recently been wanting to study non-vertebra because normie, mainstream vertebrates already get enough attention. I've been dabbling with mold, crustaceans, and cnidarians, specifically Medusozoa. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Medusozoa is a clade within the phylum Cnidaria that contains the creatures that some of you would refer to as jellyfish. Cnidaria also has anemones, corals, and sea pens, interestingly enough. Here's a little fun fact for you. Medusozoa literally means Medusa animal. I think it's a reference to how the tentacles that jellies have resemble Medusa's sneaky hair. I honestly think Spaghettozoa would have been more appropriate, but that's what I get for being born too late to name them. I did a little more digging within this group, and I learned about several more taxons that existed. It was so interesting to see how the family tree works. I kept looking through some of the genera that are within those taxons, hoping that I could find a jellyfish to paint, as well as use it as a way to minister to folks. I wasn't exactly sure what I was looking for. I didn't even really know much about jellyfish to begin with. All I knew was that they weren't fish, despite living in the water. They had painful, sometimes deadly stingers. They didn't have a brain, and they looked very pretty and otherworldly. I went into this thinking, oh, I guess I'll just talk about how, much like jellyfish, we should be shining our light in a dark place. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. Matthew 5:14-16. It's appropriate to talk about it. Many jellyfish are bioluminescent, and we should be a light in the world. However, learning about the phylogenetic tree kind of gave me a new perspective. The thing that really inspired me was learning of an order of jellyfish that's within the class Scyphozoa, also known as the true jellyfish. I'm referring to the order Coronate, aka the crown jellies. They're jellyfish that are shaped like crowns, obviously. This family of jellyfish reminded me of a verse. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of the darkness into his marvelous light. 1 Peter 2:9. God has chosen us to be a part of his royal family, the crown people, if you will. We've been set apart to serve the Lord and to have the privileges of royalty. Because of this new discovery, I was inspired to paint a person of royalty vibing under the sea with Atolla jellyfish, which are part of the Coronate order. At least I attempted to anyway. Oh, come on, sea. Isn't this the same setting that you used in your last few works? Can't you do something more original? Well, yeah, but I don't want to. I'm having sea vibes. I want to be under the sea. Just watch my free previous videos and you'll see what I mean. But I did try to do a front-facing shot this time, just to stretch my drawing skills. I've been doing a lot of practice with just drawing different folks in various perspectives. And I think that now I should apply what I've learned to do something different. You know, just to prove that I'm capable of doing other stuff. Let me just say that making one part of the face match the other is more difficult than it looks. But the Lord will help me to get better at this. And when all else fails, just have some of the hair cover part of the face. It makes it look cuter, and I don't have to make both eyebrows exactly the same. I also attempted to copy the coloring technique I used in the octopus garden, which basically means that I don't try to make the lighting or shading colors all that consistent. I just want to make it extremely colorful while also giving the illusion of depth and texture to the piece. Of course, for many folks, there's a fine line between garish and colorful. So what I do is I usually just stick with a minimum of 9 colors. Then I spread out the hues in different parts of the picture so that it all looks cohesive. Of course, you shouldn't really attempt to use every color equally because that would also make the picture look bad. Unless you're doing a pattern type thing, I guess. Alrighty, this is finished. I'm not gonna lie, this ain't half bad. I liked making it, so that's gotta count for something. I also had an opportunity to tell you about jellyfish, my process, and most importantly, the inspiration. There are a lot of creatures that roam around on Earth, but out of all of them, we, the humans, were called to be a part of the royal family. Learning about Coronanate reminded me of that. There is only one Coronanate family, and there's only one group that can be called sons and daughters of God. See what kind of love the Father has given to us, that we should be called children of God, and so we are. The reason why the world does not know us is that it did not know Him. 1 John 3:1. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I'm currently selling my prints for charity, and if you would like to buy this print or my other ones, you can do so by going to my shop. 90% of the profits that I get from selling my prints this month will be given to my local food bank. Link will be in the description. Anyway, have a wonderful week and goodbye.